gorgeous unapologetic women. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Al Naj, and I am the founder of the Unapologetic Women Global Rempowerment Dynasty. It is such a delight to be here with you today, and an unexpected and therefore short conversation that's going to be had after meeting a beautiful new woman that I'm now calling friend in my life, and just having a conversation about everything and nothing and picking up little themes as per usual in the women that I'm meeting. And this one with regards to rules. Now, if you are new to my world, please say hi in the comments. Let me know where you are calling in from, and I hope to get to know you through this conversation. I always say I'm not here to share information. I'm here to create spaces for conversation so that we can really start upgrading the way that we perceive ourselves within this world, and thereby taking back our power, becoming more powerful women, and starting to interdependently co-create something new in this beautiful space that we call Mother Earth. And if you are a friend of mine, say hi in the comments as well. It's always so exciting for me to find new opportunities to have these conversations with my friends and to just mutually upgrade our language, our thoughts, and our experience of life in this time. So I want to talk to you about rules today, and really cutting yourself some slack first and foremost, in that we are all human. We are not dead yet. We are not done yet. And we are all having this amazing life experience in which we are continuously evolving through the experience. So nothing in the experience is ever wrong. Everything is working out perfectly. We are not getting anything wrong. We are doing fantastic. And at the end of the day, the more awareness we create in regards to how we think and how we operate in this paradigm, the more we start intentionally creating our life experiences, and quite frankly, the more fun it becomes. But it is interesting how in this human dimension that we are having, how we are still being conditioned in little ways. And I want to say this as well. The more you expose yourself to certain environments, the more energetic contamination is the only word that comes to mind at the moment we experience, because we literally get infiltrated by the energies of the people and the thoughts, constructs that we are in surrounding ourselves with, and vice versa. Like, we also get to have that influence on other people, which is why I say it's really important for us to start taking responsibility for our thoughts, for our conditioning, for our words that we are using, because it does matter. It turns what matters to us into physical matter. And so let's start paying attention to all of these things. But so whatever spaces you are allowing yourself to be present in at the moment, just know that you are human and you do get saturated with the energy of the thoughts and beliefs of other people within that space. And eventually, we all start buying into the rules for this space, whatever those rules are. But specifically, the conversation this morning was with regards to my friend not wanting to blog because she just can't be bothered with all the rules and the SEO and the this and the that you have to do in order for you to get your message to the right people. Here's what I want to share with you today. When you start playing by the laws of the universe, the law of attraction, the law of allowance, then what starts happening is that you don't have to learn the rules anymore, and you don't have to waste your energy on being a rule breaker, which, by the way, is another identity that is created on the fear frequency of our society, along with the bully, along with the warrior, along with all of these archetypes. The rule breaker is one of those as well. And the rule breaker is still coming from a space of resistance, is still coming from a fighter, is still coming from a I have something to prove energy. And of course, if this triggers you, move along, baby. But if this is resonating for you, then I invite this upgrade in for you right here, right now. When we start taking responsibility for our own magnetism, for our own energy, and we understand that we get to create, for those of us who are messengers, we get to create the message in whatever way really enhances our state of being, then I invite in the understanding, the faith, and the belief that the message will find the right person. The right person is already seeking that message, and all that is required from you is a softening and allowance for the message to be found. Once this starts happening, darling, you will find that none of the rules matter. Now, I will share a personal experience that happened for me years ago and that was brought back into my awareness just last week when I went onto LinkedIn and somebody had posted about their frustration because they have been chasing, their word, a LinkedIn top contributor badge. And they received a message to say that they were ranking as this and they were working so hard at it. And now they were ranking worse because of the AI responses that people are putting on the AI generated articles, which is funny in and of itself. And so this person was coming from a space of resentment, frustration, irritation, and I could get all of this and I could feel all of this. And I also knew, and honey, this is why we don't chase, because whatever we chase seems to just go further and further away from us rather than allowance. Now, a few years ago, I went onto LinkedIn and it was still in my old name. And I wrote, not caring about any of the rules because I was blogging every single day, really long blogs. They were normally 1,000 to 1,500 words every single day. It was ranty, it was cursing, it was passionate, it was all the things that we were told LinkedIn does not allow. And the only reason I did it was because I knew that this was a space where my voice wanted to be heard. And in the beginning, I would go and take out all the curse words and put in fudge and whatever, dot, dot, dot. And then I got lazy and I thought, this is too much effort. This is too much effort. I'm just going to post it the way that I write it on my website. And all of a sudden, I received this notification that I was being awarded LinkedIn Top Voice of the Year. Never knew it was a thing, never applied for it, never followed any of the rules. But true as Bob, I got it. And all of a sudden, my LinkedIn account blew up. Again, breaking all the rules. It didn't make any sense. None of it made logical sense. This is what I want you to hear today. None of it made logical sense, but I knew that if the universe decided that, yes, this is where I get to play, none of the rules mattered. And it didn't. And I closed down my account, even though everybody said you were crazy because I had like 100,000 followers on there and people said this makes no sense. Why would you do that? You worked so hard for that. And I thought, the only reason I wouldn't close it was because of fear, because I was listening to the fear mongering. And B, no, it really wasn't hard. I was just being me and unapologetically sharing my message in a way that was completely authentic to me. And if the universe had done that for me once, the universe can do that for me again and better and better and better. And it can, if I so choose. But then I started thinking of all the ways in which I was continuously seeking advice on how to play by the bloody rules in business, on social, in networking events, in all of these things. And the thing is, darling, when we start playing by the rules of others, when we're even wanting to find out the rules of others, we are allowing ourselves to be templated. We are allowing ourselves to be templated because we are buying into the idea that man-made rule can override the power of universal law. We buy into the belief that man-made rule can overpower universal law. And it cannot, because universal law is all-powerful. But the piece that's missing for most people is belief. Belief that you can have it your way. Belief that it gets to be fun and easy. Oh my God, not easy, Al, because if it's easy, who will listen to my story of hardship and overcome and all the obstacles and why I deserved my success, why I deserve to get what I get because I worked harder than anybody else? I used to drink the Kool-Aid too, girlfriend. I used to sell the Kool-Aid. I used to make the Kool-Aid. No judgment. Like if that's your thing, if you love drinking the Kool-Aid, drink the Kool-Aid. But if like me, you wake up one day and you go, damn, this Kool-Aid has a toxic, bitter aftertaste. I don't want it anymore. Then I invite you to start becoming aware of your thoughts, your speech, your actions, where you are still playing by somebody's rules, and just feel what that feels like. Now, if playing by the rules feels good for you, then that is in alignment with your consciousness and where you are finding yourself on your journey. Nothing wrong with that. Let's please stop making ourselves wrong. But if you are playing by the rules and it just feels like a G-string that's 2 sizes too small, then girlfriend, you are out of integrity with your own consciousness. Your consciousness has evolved beyond where you are allowing yourself to play. This is when you have the work to do on the inside of deciding for yourself who it is that you are and how you desire your life to work. Now, while I'm on the rant page, I'm going to give this little nugget as well, and then I'm going to finish this up. I want 100% that there is space in life for those who choose to work with coaches and mentors and teachers. 100%. I am not making any of that wrong. But what I do want to invite in is that if you are working with a coach or a mentor or a teacher, that you leave room for you. Because what I am seeing is that people are working with multiple coaches, mentors, teachers, consultants, this, that, and the other thing, that there is no room for them anymore. And so they just become a facade of their mentors, of their teachers, of their coaches, of their consultants. We no longer get to experience them, the person, the individual, the creator, the artist, because of all the rules that they are following of other people. And so they lose themselves in the rules. Always keep space for you. Always keep space for you. And if you are starting to lose you, then it's time to take a break, to step back, to recalibrate, to remember, to reclaim. And you will find that you will need that external person once in a while for a period of time to support you in your next level calibration. rather than constantly having all of these people telling you how to do it, what to do, what to say, how to say it, how to show up, how not to show up, to play by the rules created by man. I just want to make sure that you understand that I'm not making anybody's experience wrong. My pure intention here is to create a space for introspection and of remembrance that you truly are consciousness, evolving consciousness through your human experience. That is your worth, absolute worth. And that is why nothing in your experience is wrong, because whatever you are experiencing is evolving consciousness, is creating your next desire, is creating the next you. My invitation is simply that you start connecting to who you truly are and start playing your game intentionally from a space of personal preference, of pleasure and of joy and of enjoyment and fun and shenanigans and whatever your thing is, darling, because you get to live life that way. So I would love to hear from you in the comments. Frankly and honestly, what are some of the rules that you can now see that you are still playing by that is man-made and that you have made more powerful than the laws of the universe? And then you get to choose. Do you want to continue playing by the rules or not? And it's not about breaking the rules, because then you're still focused on the rules. You're still expending energy on that, instead of just going, well, what do I want instead? How do I want life to work? How do I want business to work? How do I want my partnerships to work? How do I want my femininity to work? How do I want it? Because you get to have that by being that woman unapologetically. My invitation today is for you as a woman, if you are feeling a little bit over the Kool-Aid, if you're feeling a little bit over being told and you just crave space to be you, to be celebrated, to remember who you are, to reconnect and reclaim yourself, to book in a consultation with me. Because this really is how I support women, is to listen to them and to help them hear themselves and to curiously, compassionately, and lovingly question the stories that they are using to construct their life experience. So partnering with me is not about getting a specific result. It's about literally changing the way that you experience your life for the rest of your life. It's about us living our legacies, unleashed, unlimited, and unapologetic. So if that feels aligned, book the consultation. I thank you for your time and for spending this time with me, and I look forward to our next conversation. Until then, take care, sweetheart. Cheers.